Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Govinda, Jaya Jaya, Gopala, Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana, Hari Govinda, Jaya Jaya, Govinda, Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Govinda Govinda, Govinda Govinda, Gopala 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 Gopala, Govinda Govinda, Govinda Govinda, Govinda, Gopala 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 Gopala. Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Gaura 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 Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Vrindavana Dham Jaya Vrindavana Dham Vrindavana Dham Jaya Vrindavana Dham Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol जय श्री हरिनाम संगीत नृत्य की हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय श्री गोपाद की जय श्री गुरु महाराज की जय गौर सीतनाथ प्रेमानंदे हरे
Hare Krishna, we welcome you all to this IDC course program. So, a brief introduction about the Sundar Vidyam program. Hare Krishna, we welcome you all to this IDC course program. Hare Krishna. So we welcome you all on this evening to this IDC course program. So this program will be for 3 days. So from today onwards, actually we told everybody to please assemble by 6:30. The more we'll delay, the more the program will get delayed, and then the more we get delayed, the time we go to home also will be delayed. So that is the reason you are to please from at least tomorrow onwards be on time. So our guest speaker is Sundar Vidyam Prabhu. Is a principal of the Florida Chamber from Maharaj and is currently a management faculty and a part-time research scholar. He is also visiting very soft skills trainer for the corporate clients. He has extensive experience in communications, counsel, work and is fluent in English, Malayalam, Tamil and Hindi. He has served for many years as translator and editor of many of Srila Prabhupada's books in Malayalam. With his strong interest in leadership and talent development, he initiated and developed a number of youth training workshops for various educational institutes after completing his post-graduate studies under DTC. He designed and conducted many local and regional student training programs to equip students to communicate more effectively and develop transformational value system based on Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. The Ramayana Satsangs that he has been conducting in the rural packets of Kerala have inspired hundreds of people to take up chanting and Vedic way of living. He serves on the editorial board of Bhagavad Darshanam, the Malayalam version of Back to Godhead magazine, and the management committee of ISKCON Thiruvananthapuram. Sundar Nityananda Das Prabhu graduated from the Bharatiya University School of Business, where he obtained his Master's in Business Administration with a dual specialization in marketing and human resources development. He has also acquired a diploma in teaching from University of Maryland, USA, and various accreditation in holistic teaching. He is an authorized practitioner of acupuncture also. So, really, it is our great fortune that Prabhu voluntarily and accepted our humble request, and all the way from Kerala, Prabhu has come here and he is giving his valuable time. So it is our duty to properly utilize Prabhu's time and Prabhu's guidance. So wherever you have doubts, Prabhu will clearly clarify your doubts and all. So from today onwards, this program will be there. So it's very, very important course. So it is actually, you can tell that, so it is a backbone for our spiritual life. This course is a backbone for our spiritual life. That is why how much ever deeper understanding you get, that much ever you will be flourishing spiritual life. Hare Krishna, ఈ IDC course అనేది చాలా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ కోర్స్. సో ప్రభు మన కోసం కేరళ నుంచి వచ్చారు. ఇంతవరకు ప్రభు చెప్పారు, ప్రభు ఎంతో స్కాలర్లు, ఎంతో మంది భక్తులందరికీ కూడా ఫిలాసఫీలో ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్లారు. సో మనకు మంచి ఆపర్చునిటీ. సో కాబట్టి మీరు చక్కగా యూటిలైజ్ చేసుకోండి. మీరు చక్కగా మీకు అర్థమైందంటే స్పెషల్ లైఫ్ అనేది చాలా అద్భుతంగా ఉంటుంది. సో మీకు ఎక్కడ డౌట్స్ ఉంటే కూడా ప్రభుత్వం మళ్ళీ క్లారిఫై చేసుకోండి. హరే
So Hare Krishna, boys and girls, welcome to the school of IDC. You look like school children, very seriously looking at textbooks, notebook. So you are going back to your school days, going back to your memory lane of schools. So somebody has to translate, or everyone can understand English? Oh, okay. So I would like to first of all congratulate the team which is organizing this course, because they are doing it in a very professional way. Because I have done many IDC programs in many other centers, but here I am seeing that they are giving you a printout, and that too in 3 different languages, four different languages, and they are giving you a notebook, they are giving you a pen, and most importantly, they are giving you prasadam at the end of everyday session. So it requires a lot of management and time and effort to do this. So my hearty congrats to the team behind this course. Thank you so much. So as Prabhu was saying, IDC is a very important course. The expansion of IDC is ISKCON Disciple Course. ISKCON Disciples Course. It is printed there in your manual. So this manual is a very detailed manual. This manual itself is a wonderful textbook for you, even for future reference. It's going to be useful for you in the future also, not only for this course. Since it is very detailed, one problem that we have is we will not be able to go in detail into all the content of the manual, because you must have seen in English it runs to around 90 pages. So within 3 sessions covering each and every aspect of the manual would be difficult, but we'll definitely cover the core concepts for sure. So why I'm telling you this on the very first day is, please go and read this manual from page 1 to the last page. Okay, so that is very important. So that is a homework for you, that every day you should be reading this book, and ideally on the third day you must have read the entire book. That's how it works. So like 30 pages per day, if you read, you'll be able to do that. And it's not boring reading, it's very interesting reading. A lot of quotations from Srila Prabhupada and extracts from Srila Prabhupada's books. It's a very good reading material. And the team behind this reading material, they have put in a lot of effort, a lot of research in preparing this manual, and it is approved by the governing body commission of ISKCON. So it's a very valuable material that you have in your hands. So now, what is the purpose of IDC? Now we are doing this course, right? So we should always know why we do certain things, why we do this course. So the purpose, the most important purpose is, it is a prerequisite for taking Harinam Diksha henceforth. Maybe some seniors who took initiation long back, they may not have gone through this course, but henceforth, it is a mandatory course for you to apply for Harinam Diksha. Okay, that is why it is very important. And in your manual, it is given that there is an aim for the course. The aim is given. It is said that the aim of the course is to improve the quality of discipleship. What is the aim? The aim of the course is to improve the quality of discipleship. So what do you mean by a disciple? That is a very important question. What is the meaning of a disciple? Disciple, the word disciple comes from the root word, a person who is ready to be disciplined. A person who is ready to follow a certain discipline is called a disciple. Did you understand that? It's a very important thing, right? So if someone asks, who is a disciple? Why someone is known as a disciple? Then the answer is, disciple is that person who is ready to be disciplined by a guru. You understood? If I am not ready to follow a discipline, then I am not a disciple. Who is ready to be disciplined by a guru? I am ready. I am surrendering to the guru. You please teach me discipline. When you have that mentality, then you will become a disciple. So there is a lot of difference between a student and a disciple. Don't think that we are simply students. We are planning or preparing ourselves to become a disciple. Okay, so is that clear? See, what is discipline? For example, when you are driving a car, you need to follow a particular discipline. For example, how much ever you are busy, if you come in front of a red light, you are supposed to stop. You may be busy, you may be in a hurry, but then that doesn't matter. If there is a red light in front of you, you have to stop. So that is discipline. You have to keep towards your right or left. Right or left? Keep left. In India, it is keep left. In USA, it is keep right. When I was in US for the first time, I narrowly escaped from a head-on collision. because we are used to driving on our left for so many years in India. Automatically we will go to the right and they'll honk. So it's very difficult to get adjusted to that keep right. So we need discipline. So we need to follow a certain speed limit in a particular area. Like in Western countries, when you go to a school zone, I think you are supposed to go at the speed of 20 miles per hour. When you are in front of a hospital, you have to follow a particular speed limit. Here we don't follow anything, but still there are rules actually. When people are crossing through the zebra crossing, you are supposed to wait and allow them to cross. Here we scold them. Crossing. It is his right to use the zebra crossing to cross. The drivers are supposed to stop and facilitate them to cross. You will not believe, in foreign countries, especially in US, if a pedestrian wants to cross immediately, actually there is a pedestrian light. That time you are supposed to cross. But if a pedestrian wants to cross immediately, if he is in an urgent need, there is a switch. You hit on that switch, immediately the lights will all turn into pedestrian lights and he can cross. So the pedestrians have a right. So only if you are disciplined, you will be able to follow all these disciplines. We may not like it, but we will still follow it. Then we become a disciple. Understand? So this point is very important. We may not like it. For example, we may not like to get up at 3:30 in the morning because it is very cold outside, especially in Bangalore. We may not like to take a shower. We may not like to brush our teeth every day, but we are supposed to do all these things, isn't it? So when you become a disciple, you are ready to follow a discipline, even if you don't like it or even if you don't agree to it. Like most of the time, we may not agree to the fact that we are supposed to chant 16 rounds. Why 16 rounds? Why not 10? I don't actually agree to this number 16. It's a bad number, but no other way. You have to chant 16 rounds. I don't like all these Ekadashis. Why you have to fast? No, but you have to follow it. So, a disciple means two important things. What is that? One is you are ready to be disciplined by your guru. Second thing is you are ready to follow his instructions even if you don't like it or even if you don't agree to it. Is that clear? Clear? Okay. So the purpose of IDC is to improve the quality of discipleship. That means we become better disciples. We become better Sishya. When we become a better Sishya, what is the advantage? Is there any advantage? Suppose there is a bad disciple and there is a good disciple. If there are good disciples, is there any advantage? What is the advantage and for whom is that advantage? For the disciple himself, it is good, isn't it? If someone becomes a good disciple, it is good for him. And it is also good for ISKCON. ISKCON is made up of all these disciples, devotees, isn't it? So when you become a good disciple, first of all, it is good for you. Then it is good for ISKCON. And then it is also good for the society. Isn't it true? When we become good people, the society also gets benefited. Half an hour back, I was just standing here and watching. One two-wheeler, he just crossed. And another two-wheeler, he was about to hit, but suddenly he applied the brake. But they did not collide. What the second two-wheeler guy did, he immediately stopped his bike. He removed his helmet and started hitting the other. I couldn't understand why he did that. In fact, it is not a mistake. He also applied brake. He also applied brake. There was no collision. But this guy was so angry, he stopped the vehicle and removed his helmet and started hitting him. You know. So if the society is filled with such people, what will happen to the society? They cannot control their anger. They are not patient. They are very impatient. And then they were shouting. They're a big crowd. All the buses started stopping. There was a traffic block. So many people started wasting their time for one fellow's impatience. So it is very important that we become good disciples so that we also contribute to the betterment of the society. Isn't it? So that is the purpose of IDC. So what is the purpose of IDC? To improve the quality of discipleship. We become better disciples. That is the purpose of IDC. Okay. Now, the next important point is, in IDC, we discuss about disciples and gurus, right? The moment you say disciple, then naturally who will also come into picture? Guru. Without a guru, there is no disciple, right? So in IDC, we will mainly check who is a good disciple, what are the qualities of a good disciple, who is a good guru, and what are the qualities of a good guru. Is that correct? So in IDC, we need to study two important things. One is about disciples. Another is about guru. Now, why is it important to select a good guru? That is one question we have to answer. Why is it important to select a good guru? See, for example, when we are going to get married, okay, what we do, we found a girl. Through the matrimonial website, we found a girl. So we'll first look at the picture of the girl. We are trying to find a suitable girl for our boy. So first we will look at the picture. Okay, she is good looking. Then we will look at the credentials. What is her family background? What is her educational qualification? What is her age? All those things we'll check. Then we will do a horoscope check. If their horoscope, are their horoscopes matching? Then we'll do a family background check. Is she from a good family background? So we do a lot of checkups before we decide on a suitable boy or girl. Nowadays in metropolitan cities, there is a group of professionals. They are known as marriage spies. You heard about them? Marriage spies. Who is a spy? Spy is a person who collects information secretly. So in Mumbai, there are marriage spies. That means what is their job, Suppose you saw one girl's profile in the matrimonial website. You kind of like that girl. Now, if you go and approach this organization, they have private detectives. You have to pay them their fee. And you have to show them the girl's photo and give the address of the girl, where she is working and her residential address. Within 1 week's time, this guy will collect all the details, like when she is coming out of the house, what kind of dress she is wearing. Is she wearing modern dress or traditional dress? Is she going in an auto to the office or taking a bus or a cab? And when she gets inside the cab, who are all are traveling with her in the cab? Is she sitting with another boy or another girl? Even if she is sitting with another boy, is she talking very closely to this boy or she is turning her face towards the window? Then to which cafe she is going? How many coffees she will drink? How many times she will go to the washroom? All the details this guy will collect and give a printout like this, IDC course material. He will give a girl material. Everything is collected. Then you can decide whether you want to marry that girl or not. After going through all this checkup, they get married. On the 6th month, they apply for a divorce. So, even with all these checkups, they end up in a divorce. And this marriage is going to be there. This institution is going to last, say, for 30 or 40 years maximum, isn't it? So, for such a institution, we are doing so many cross checks. Means the relationship between a disciple and a guru is going to last for how many years? How many years? What is the duration of the relationship between a guru and a disciple? 5 years? Lifetime? Huh? Birth after birth. So we are very sure that we will not go back to Godhead in this birth. Let my Guru Maharaj come birth after birth and preach to me. Right? So actually that's what is going to happen if you don't go back to Godhead within this birth. So it is the duty of the Guru to come behind us birth after birth. Janma Janmandaram Bandham. So if it is a Janma Janmandara Bandham, how much we should be careful to get into that relationship. Isn't it? For a marriage which is hardly 30, 40 years long, we are doing so many checks. But for a Janma Janmandara relationship, we should be very, very careful. Isn't it? So, suppose you are going to act in a drama, okay, and you have a particular role. So the director is saying you are the villain. Then you say, Prabhu, I want to be the hero. Any chance? With your face, villain itself is more. No, better you become a villain. You look like a good villain. So we agree. Okay, villain means villain. Somehow I am getting a chance. So he said, you are going to be a villain, and you say, okay, Hare Krishna, see you. When is the drama? August 15th, I will come on that day. 10 a.m. the drama starts. No, I will come. Will you go like that? Then what do you do? You will first ask, what is the character? What kind of villain is he? What is his dialogue? How he is going to behave with his fellow characters? So you will study that character in depth. Then only you can play that role nicely, isn't it? So similarly, if you want to become a disciple, then what you should study first before becoming a disciple? You should know what are the responsibilities of a disciple, what are the qualities of a good disciple, what he is supposed to do, what he is not supposed to do. Everything you should study, no? Then only you can become a good disciple. So that is why it is very important to attend the IDC course. So there we know who is a good disciple, so that you can become a good disciple. Okay, right. Now, why do we need a guru? This is another important question that we have to answer. Why do we need a guru? What is the problem if we don't have a guru? Okay. Now, do you have any answers? If suppose someone asks you, why do you need a guru? What answer will you give? What? A guru is required to channelize us in a proper way. Okay. To show us the right path. See, the moment you say path, even before that, you should have something else. What is that? Okay, he makes difficult things easy, fine. But here we said he charts out a suitable path for us. But before getting onto the path, what you should know? Okay, even before that. What is the destination? That is the first thing you have to decide, no? So we have to first decide what is the destination. Then only we have to talk about the path. So path comes first or destination comes first? Destination, the goal comes first, isn't it? Suppose you go to the railway station and then the ticket counter, you say, give me a ticket. Ticket, where you want? That and all, you don't worry. Give me a ticket. You are mad or what? You tell me your destination. Where you want to go? That and all, I don't know. Give me a ticket. It's so funny, if you ask something like that. So similarly, before even deciding on the path, you have to decide the destination. So this Prabhuji was saying that there are so many paths, but there are so many destinations also. That is a problem. There are so many destinations also, isn't it? Especially in spiritual life, there are so many destinations. Some people will say, the goal of 2 days back, 3 days back, I met one lady in Kuppam. So she was talking to me, and I asked her, are you interested in God realization? And she said, yes, I'm interested. So I asked her, who is God? She said, God is light. I asked, a tube light or what kind of light? You said, no, you are joking. No, no, no. You said God is light. So there are different types of lights. What kind of light? That I don't know. Then she said, no, no, God is light, but he's power. He's some kind of power. So then I said, horse what power or what kind of? So she got irritated. She said, no, Prabhu, you are making fun of me. I said, no, no, no. See, these are all vague ideas. You simply say God is light, God is power. That shows that you don't have any idea. Okay, you take it for granted that God is light. How will you attain him? Then she said, Prabhuji, whoever comes to my house, I will feed him nicely. In that way, I will attain God. She's very seriously telling. Whoever comes to my house, I will feed that person nicely, and God will be happy with me, and I will go back to God. Then any other method? Yeah, one more method is there. What is that? Everyone is feeding human beings. I want to feed all animals. By feeding animals, God will become happy, and I will go back to God. Very seriously, she is saying. And then she says, I have a fish in my house. Then I asked, you have a fish in your house. Okay. When you are going outside for 2-3 days to your native place, what do you? I will take the fish. She seriously said, I will take the aquarium with me. Wherever I go, I will take the aquarium also. And I will nicely feed the fish. Then God will take me back to God. Very intelligent girl. She's a business entrepreneur. She's having her own textile industry. She has completed a post-graduation. But this is her idea about God and reaching. So there are so many destinations. People are not at all aware of all these destinations. Some people say, Manasakshi Prabhu. I will act as per my Manasakshi. If my Manasakshi tells go to Hare Krishna Ashram, I will go. If my Manasakshi tells go to the cinema theater, I will go. If my Manasakshi tells me to go to bar, I will go. Manasakshi is my guru. People are so serious about all these theories. We laugh at it. Why? Because we know this is not proper. But these people, they don't know. They are well educated. They have all these funny ideas in their heart. So it's very important that we need a guru so that he will tell you what is the right destination. Isn't it? So that is one important role of guru. He will tell you what is the right destination. If you come to spiritual arena, there are so many destinations. Like there is Swargaloka, there is Patala Loka, there is Sutala, Atala, Vitala, Talatala. So many worlds are there. There is Vaikunda, there is Goloka Vrindavana, there is Naraka. So many destinations. Where you should go? Why you should go there? One lady came and told me, Prabhu, in the class you were saying that you should escape from Janana Marana Chakra and you should go back to Godhead. That is the aim of human life. But I don't want to go back to Godhead, Prabhuji, to be frank. Then I asked her why. Because when I married, I had a lot of dreams about my husband. I thought my married life is going to be like this, like that. But then my first marriage was a failure. I got divorced. Then I thought, then you left your dream. No, I started dreaming more. Then I asked what you did. I again married Prabhuji. Wonderful. Then what happened? Then that life was more miserable, Prabhu. And I said, then what else you will expect? You did not learn from your first experience. You again jumped into another big hole. And what else can you expect? So now what is your plan? Now I don't want to go back to Godhead or anything. My only prayer is, in my next birth, I should be born as a lady. And I should get a wonderful husband. I should enjoy everything in this bhumi. Then afterwards, I'll go back to God. See, we are trying so hard to go back to God. But this girl is not at all worried about going. She wants a good husband and she wants to enjoy nicely. Then later we'll see. After 2 marriages, failed marriages, even now she is having that dream. It's not a joke. These are all true incidents I am sharing with you. People have all these funny ideas about life. So, a guru tells you where to go, right? And then he also teaches you how to go. Isn't it? Where to go is important. How to go is also. And the acharyas are giving the example of a lamp. See, when we talk about spiritual realization, we are talking about a realization. Realization doesn't simply come through reading books. Spuratya, that's what they call in Sanskrit. That is, we don't say scriptures, we say revealed scriptures. What is the difference between a scripture and a revealed scripture? Yes, see, for example, we all know that we are not this body, we are soul. Is that over? Have we understood it? We have understood it at an intellectual level. After hearing a wonderful lecture on you are not this body, you are a soul, straight away we will go to a beauty parlor and do our hair and do a facial. Then even when we are doing the facial, we will hear a lecture on you are not this body. So have we understood the concept that you are not this body? Have we understood? Intellectually, maybe we understood. But what is missing here? We have not realized it. So that realization, how it will come? It will come through the blessing of a guru. Grace, that is what we call as grace. That is why we say His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. We need grace. Just by reading books or understanding things intellectually, we will not realize. We will learn. But there is a lot of difference between learning and realizing. Isn't it? When we go and take darshan of a deity, if 100 people are taking darshan of the same deity, don't think that they are all having the same darshan. 100 people are having 100 different types of darshan, but the deity is same. It's the same Lakshmi Narasimhadev. But you must understand that they are all getting different darshans. How it is different? It is different as per the realization. See, suppose a beautiful girl, say she is some 22 years old, is walking. One tiger, a hungry tiger, sees her. Okay? A beautiful girl is walking and a hungry tiger is seeing her. Fine. Next scenario. A beautiful girl is walking. A small kid, 5-year-old kid is seeing her. Third scenario. A beautiful girl is walking. A 25-year-old boy is seeing her. You understood the three scenarios? Same girl. First, she is seen by not simple tiger, hungry tiger. That is very important. A hungry tiger is looking at a beautiful girl. A 5-year-old kid is looking at a beautiful girl. And a 25-year-old young man is looking at a beautiful girl. Are they all having the same darshan of the beautiful girl? Why not? The girl is same. How will the tiger look at that beautiful girl? My breakfast is ready. Isn't it? Today I am going to have a feast. How will a 5-year-old kid look at that beautiful girl? She looks like my mother. She looks like my mother. Isn't it? How will a 25-year-old young boy look at her? That you all know. I don't have to explain that. So the object is same, but our vision is different because of our realization is also different, isn't it? So when we have the right vision, then we get the right realization. So the right vision comes to us through the grace of a guru. So that is why it is important to have a guru, isn't it? That's why once someone asked, in ISKCON, when you take initiation, your Guru Maharaj is giving you a mantra. But I thought that is going to be a totally different secret mantra. But when I asked an initiated person, he said, my Guru gave me the mantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Then I asked that initiated devotee, so are you hearing this mantra for the first time? He said, I am not hearing it for the first time. In fact, I am chanting this mantra for the past 10 years. Then what is the purpose of that Guru giving that same mantra, which this guy already knows, and he has been chanting for 10 years, and why this Guru should give that mantra now? Then how is it known as mantra diksha? He already knows the mantra. He is already chanting that mantra. Then what is the use of that mantra diksha? Why officially? Why not unofficially? It is the same mantra. When the Guru gives it, he doesn't give the mantra alone, he also gives the grace along with it. That is why it is very important to get the mantra from the Guru. And also, when the Guru gives the mantra, you become empowered to chant that mantra. He also passes on the power for you to chant that mantra. So it's an empowered diksha. You understood? The mantra may be same. You may be chanting it for so many years, but that grace was not there. That empowerment was not there. There is a famous story. There is a minister and a king. And the minister, whenever he gets free time, he will chant a mantra. And the minister is very peaceful, very happy. But the king is very disturbed and tensed, thinking about so many problems in his kingdom. So one day the king asked, what mantra you are chanting? How come you are so peaceful and happy? Then he said that my Guru gave me a mantra. I am chanting that. That makes me peaceful and happy. Then the king said, why don't you teach me that mantra? Then this minister said, I cannot teach you that. I cannot teach you. Then the king asked, why not? You know the mantra, no? You teach me. I will also chant. The minister said, no, it will not work. He said, why not it will work? It will work. You teach me. Minister said, no, it will not work. Then the king said, no, it will work. Then immediately the minister got angry. He is usually a very peaceful person. First time the king is seeing the ministers becoming angry. Then the minister said, "You fool, I am telling you, it will not work. You don't understand." Then the minister looked at the soldiers who are standing on both sides of the king, and he said, "Arrest this fool and put him into the jail." The minister is telling the soldiers to arrest the king and put him into the jail. And the soldiers started laughing. He said, "Didn't you hear me? Arrest this fool and put him into the jail." Then they again laughed heavily. Then the king got angry. "Arey, how dare you call me a fool? And on top of that, you are asking my own soldiers to arrest me and put me into jail." Then the king turned towards the soldiers and said, "Arrest this fool and put him into the jail." Immediately the soldiers went, handcuffed him, and took him to the jail. Then the minister said, "Stop. This is why I said, if I teach you the mantra will not work." Did you get the answer? Did you get the answer? What is the answer? Proper authority, empowerment should be there. The minister also said arrest him. The king also said arrest him. But when the king told, it materialized. When the minister told, nothing else. So what is the difference? The minister is not empowered. He doesn't have the power. So similarly, when we receive the mantra from the Guru, we also get the empowerment and the grace along with that mantra. So that is why it is important to accept a Guru. Okay. So there are so many important concepts why we should accept the Guru. Then normally what we say is there are different paths, but Bhakti Yoga is the easiest. That's what we have always learned, isn't it? And especially in Bhakti Yoga, chanting is the easiest process, isn't it? It is very easy. Do you think chanting is easy or difficult? How many of you think chanting is easiest process? Only 2 people. So rest of you are not chanting? Chanting, but with so much difficulty we are chanting. Isn't it easy or is it difficult? Easy but little difficult. Actually, it is easy. The process is easy. The path is easy. But the energy to follow that path is very difficult. Isn't it? Chanting is easy. But chanting, to prepare our mind to chant, is difficult. If chanting was also easy, the mindset to chant was also easy, means we would have all chanted 16 rounds every day. We would all chanted 32 rounds every day. Every Tom, Dick and Harry would have chanted, isn't it? So the path is easy, but the mindset to follow the path is not easy, isn't it? So there are so many mental obstacles to follow that path. The path is easy, but there are so many mental obstacles. So when we have a Guru, the Guru will teach you, you will have such and such obstacles. This is how you should overcome those obstacles. All those things that Guru will teach you, because he has already crossed that path. So he knows where there are pitfalls, where there are thorns, where there are huge bumps, everything he knows. He'll say, here there is a danger, don't go there. If at all you fall into that danger, come out like this. He will teach you all those things, isn't it? So that is why it is very important to accept a Guru. Clear? So how many reasons we explained till now? Why is it important to accept a Guru? How many reasons? Huh? First one, he shows us the destination. Second, he gives us the right path. Third, how to how to go in that path. Then he will give us the realization. He will teach us what all obstacles will be in the path. He will teach us how to overcome the obstacles. Like this, there are umpteen number of reasons why we should follow a guru. So the same question was asked by one disciple to a guru. They were on a temple visit. So the disciple suddenly asked, why should we have a guru, Guru Maharaj? Then the guru did not answer. He took him to a pond. There is a pond near the temple pond. And they were constructing a mandapam in the middle of the pond. Have you seen that? If you go to some traditional temples, they will have a huge pond. And in the middle of the pond, there will be a mandapam. Why that mandapam is there? What is the purpose of that mandapam? You cannot go to that mandapam because it is in the middle of the pond. Then why they have constructed a mandapam in the middle of the pond where nobody can go? What is the use? Huh? That is, they have in Tamil Nadu, they call it Teppotsamam. Teppam. You heard that? Teppam. Or in ISKCON, we call it Nauka Vihar. You understand? Boat festival. Nauka Vihar. So what we do on that day? We'll take the deity and we'll keep the deity in a beautifully decorated boat. You must have seen that in the videos of Vrindavan temple. Have you seen? They fill the entire courtyard with the water. Have you seen that video? Even our temple, we do that? Yeah. So we keep the deities inside the boat and we take the deity on a Nauka Vihar. That's what we do. But in the traditional temple, after the Nauka Vihar, they will keep the deity in that mandapam. And they will do arati, they will do offering and everything. Then they will bring back the deity. So that mandapam is for this festival, isn't it? But when this guru was answering this question, the construction of the mandapam was going on. So if you see, the mandapam is constructed using huge stone pillars. So the disciple was watching that, and the guru asked the disciple, how do you think these huge stone pillars are taken to the middle of this pond? How is it possible? Then the disciple said, maybe they carry it in boat. He said, no, it's too heavy. You cannot keep it in a boat. The boat will sink. Then how do you carry it? Then the guru said, you watch closely what they do. They'll take a pillar, and then on both sides of the pillar, they will tie a huge plantain stem. You know what is a plantain stem? Banana stem. They will cut huge plantain stems and they will tie 2 plantain stems on the both sides of the pillar, and they will then put the pillar on the water. Then will it sink? Will it sink? It will not sink. It will not sink. Then they will tie a rope and they will pull it towards the middle of the pond. That's how they take it, especially in olden days. That's how they used to take heavy stone pillars to the middle of the pond. So the guru asked, this stone pillar, suppose we cut the connection with the plantain stem, what will happen? So the guru is also like the plantain stem. This disciple is very heavy with his karma. Lot of karmas he has. And he is trying to cross the samsara sagara. And he cannot cross. If he crosses on his own, he will sink. Why? Because he has got a lot of heavy karma. So what the guru does, he will support the disciple and take him slowly to the destination. So this is what the guru does. The guru supports us so that we can cross over this samsara sagara. Alone we cannot cross. So like this, there are so many things that we can discuss about the role of a guru. Why we should take a Okay. So till now, whatever we discussed, is that clear? You understood who is a disciple? Who is a disciple? Who is ready to be disciplined? Okay, if the disciple doesn't like certain rules and regulations, he doesn't agree personally that this is correct, then should he follow it? Yes. So that is an important condition. Whether you like it or not, whether you agree to it or not, you are still supposed to follow that discipline. Then only you will become a disciple. Okay. Now, who is a guru? What is the purpose of a guru? Why we should accept a guru? He tells us the destination. Then he shows us the right path. Anybody else? Huh? How to safely go through that path. Then he gives us realizations. Then how to overcome obstacles, isn't it? Huh? He gives us empowerment, isn't it? So many things the guru does. So it is very important that we have to have a guru. So now, do you think we can go back to Godhead without guru? It is not possible. It is impossible to go back to Godhead without guru. See, one more thing that we have to understand is we are all trying to go to Goloka Vrindavan, right? There are already some people living in Goloka Vrindavan, aren't they? Or are we going to a vacant Goloka Vrindavan? Brandly built a new apartment? No. There are already a lot of people who are there, who are living in Goloka Vrindavan. And we are also trying to go there. Okay. So what is the nature of those people who are living there? They don't have any karmic balance. They are very pure. They have all good qualities. And most importantly, they have what? They have service attitude. And again, most importantly, they have love. What do you call it? Krishna pray. Isn't it? We chant this every Mangalarati, isn't it? So we have to carefully avoid all these 10 offenses so that we can get what? Krishna prem. So those people have Krishna prem. What prem we have? We have TV prem, we have food prem, we have bike prem, house prem, we have all kinds of prem. I saw one house named Prem Nivas. What kind of prem? I don't know. There is one guy living near our temple in one of our centers in Trivandrum. He's a Brahmin by birth. He wears a huge punul. One day I watched, 10 o'clock he came out of the house. He has got a small Maruti 800 car. Remember Maruti 800? The production has already stopped long back, but he has that car. And he started connecting a big hose and he started doing abhishekam for the car. I thought that's it. I also did not have any job, so I was sitting in the top balcony. I was standing, I was watching what this Brahmana is doing. Then after doing abhishekam for the entire car, then he sprayed some special solution on the car. Then he took a wet cloth and started wiping the car. Then he again started cleaning the car. Second abhishekam. First is Ganga water, now it is Palabhishek. It is all milky white because of that chemical probably. It looks like Palabhishek. Then he again took another wet cloth and started wiping everything. Then you won't believe. He brought a table fan from his house and this. I was surprised. He's drying the car. Maruti 800. Probably 20 years old. Using a table fan. This guy is doing. Then it is not fully dry. He again took a dry cloth, towel, and he started wiping here and there, where it is not dry. Then he went inside the house and took a huge cover Okay. Then I thought now at least he will cover. He did not cover. He then took the hose and started cleaning Abhishekam for the cover. Then he wiped the cover. Then he put the cover. Then he went and locked the gate. And then he went inside. From 10 o'clock in the morning to 12 p.m. 2 hours. His entire day is gone. Brahmana by birth. Big Punu. I asked him, he does this every month. Then the Prabhu said, no, Prabhu, daily. Then I asked him when he will take the car out. Then he said his license is already expired. He is already too old now. They are not ready to renew the license for him. He has an eyesight problem. So he is doing this daily for a car which he is never going to drive in his life. So this is the kind of mindset people are having, you know. So why I told you this is, people, they don't know how to spend their life, valuable human life. They are spending like this, isn't it? So a guru gives proper guidance. He gives a destination. Don't waste your human birth. You have to go here, isn't it? So if this is the kind of prem we are having, car prem, house prem, chapati prem, paneer curry prem. Some people have children prem. They are so much attached to their children. Okay, you are attached to your children, it is fine. After they get married, then they get attached to the grandchildren. I know of one grandfather. This boy runs around. The parents are not at all worried, but this grandfather is going behind. Hey, don't go there. Hey, sit here. Hey, come here. And then he comes and scolds the parents. You are not taking care of your child properly. Then the parents are saying, Are Baba, he knows, he is a grown-up boy. Why are you behind him? He said, no, you are not responsible. I have to only take care of the child. You are not at all responsible. So earlier he was going behind children, now he is going behind grandchildren. So this is the problem. So if we are having all these mindsets, will anybody allow us inside Goloka Vrindavan? No, we will spoil them also going there. Isn't it? We will spoil them. They are already having Krishna Prem. If they associate with us, that's all. Their Krishna Prem will go. So how will we go? Is there any guarantee that we will become pure and get Krishna Prem in this lifetime? No. Suppose one Prabhuji is 50 years old. Say he will live for 80 years. Within 30 years, he will get Krishna Prem. Every day 1 gram, I will get Prabhu. You add everything. By 30 years, I'll get enough Krishna Prem. There is no guarantee. So that means even when we reach the ripe age, when we reach the deathbed, we will be way far away from the concept of Krishna Prem. We will be chanting 16 rounds. We will have some bhakti, that is for sure. But are we qualified to go back to Goloka Vrindavan, where those people are so exalted? They are completely surrendered to the Lord. So will we get entrance into that world? We will get with the recommendation of. That's why during one after Bhagavatam class, Prabhupada gave a very strict Bhagavatam class. He said he should become 100% Krishna conscious. Then only he can go back to Godhead. Everybody became like this. 100%. Then Prabhupada said 90%. 90%. Then Prabhupada said 80. 80. Yeah. Then Prabhupada brought it to 70, 60, and I think maybe up to 50 he said. At least 50%. We will try Prabhupada. So that is correct, isn't it? We know we can pause as exalted devotees in front of others, but we know how much devotion we have inside our heart. We know how much Krishna Prem we have inside our heart. With this kind of Krishna Prem, we can never go back to Godhead. So if we have to go back, then who has to recommend? The Guru. He has to put grace marks. When I was studying in my school, I was very weak in Malayalam. So my Malayalam teacher, after my first monthly exam, he called me personally. I thought he is going to appreciate me because he distributed all other papers publicly in the class. He did not give my paper. He called me personally to the staff room. You come and meet me in the staff room and get the paper. I thought I am the topper. He's not announcing it publicly because I'll get ahankara. I'll become proud. So as a good teacher, he's calling me personally and he's going to give me. Then I went to the staff room. He called me, come. And he gave me a chair and all. I thought, sure, I am the topper. He's offering me a chair. Sit. And then from the drawer, he took out the paper. And I am seeing, sir, is it 100 or 99? He said, you are one shot. Is it only one shot, 99? No. Before 100, you put one, no. That is not there for you. One big zero is. 0 marks for me. I said, sir, you forgot to put 1 and 0 behind this. No, you got 0. I'm so ashamed of you. That's why I did not announce your marks in the class. Then he said, see, I want to give you some marks, some pass mark, but you should write something, no. So I said, I wrote, no, I put all question numbers correctly. After 1, I have put 2. After 2, I have put 3. Everything I have wrote correctly. And some questions I have exactly copied from the question paper. Ditto. He said, this is not enough. You should write something. No? Then only I can give you marks. Write something. At least your name you write. How can I give you marks? And later on, he said, why I was so merciful to you, know, because my name and your name is same. His name was also Shanmuga Sundar. My name was also Shanmuga. So he was merciful on that stand. No? So the Guru is ready to give us grace marks if you put some effort. He's so merciful. Isn't it? So we need someone who is merciful. Then only we can go back to God. That kind of mercy, that kind of grace mark, only a Guru can. So it is very important to have a Guru. So we can go on and on like this about the importance of Guru. Anyway, now there is an important passage in your manual. It is titled, what is the position of a Guru? What is the position of a Guru? And since you are having different languages, I don't know exactly what is your page number. Anyway, I'll read out the quotation for you. Maybe at home, you can find it out in your manual. The quotation is like this. Guru Krishna Rupa Hana Shastrera Pramane Guru Rupe Krishna Kripa Karena Bhaktagane. Meaning is, according to the deliberate opinion of all revealed scriptures, the spiritual master is non-different from Krishna. Lord Krishna, in the form of the spiritual master, delivers his devotees. The relationship of a disciple with his spiritual master is as good as his relationship with the Supreme Lord. So what does this mean? Guru is non-different from Krishna. So if someone asks you, what is the position of a Guru? You may say, he gives us destination, he gives us the path, he tells us how to cross the obstacles, that's all fine. But in our heart, how should we keep our Guru? How should we keep our Guru in our heart? He is non-different from Krishna. For a disciple, Guru is non-different from Krishna. So this is the highest esteem that we have to give for our Guru. And this is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela. Whatever I read is from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela. And this quotation is in your manual. You can find it and read it later on. Okay. The title is, what is the position of a Guru? Then there is another quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam. It says, Acharyam mam vijaniyan navamanyeta karhichit namartya buddhya suyeta Sarvadeva Mayo Guru. The meaning is, one should know the Acharya as myself and never disrespect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man, for he is the representative of all the demigods. So this is taken from where? From Srimad Bhagavatam. So here, three important things are mentioned. One is, we should never disrespect our Guru. We should never disrespect our Guru. Most important. Second thing is, we should not consider him as an ordinary person. We should not consider him as an ordinary person. Why the scripture is mentioning is this, like this is, we have a tendency to judge others. Do we have the tendency? Yes. The moment we see somebody, even we don't have to even talk to that person. The moment we see, we immediately put marks for that person. Especially when we go for a marriage, you know, when we go for a marriage, what is our main duty? We have two duties. One is, in Tamil, they say, Malayalam, they say, Vai nota. Or in English, if you translate, mouth looking. I don't know whether in Kannada you have that. That is, you simply look here and there, look at people, look what they are doing, and then put marks. That lady, she is little fat. What she is eating? This guy is so tall like a giraffe. Who will marry him? This lady doesn't have any dress and see the color she is wearing. Don't we do this? Because we don't have any other job. Marriage is between the bride and the bridegroom. What we have to do? So the first duty is to look around and judge others, put marks. The second duty is, of course, very important, go and have the feast. So we always have this tendency to judge others. You may not tell it openly. You are all devotees. But within your heart, you will have a judgment for each and every devotee. Is that correct or not? Sitaram Prabhu is like this. Suresh Prabhu is like that. Isn't it? Huh? This Mataji is like this. That Mataji is like that. But when you ask, oh, they are all great. All great. But internally, we judge even devotees. Is that true or not? True. You don't have to tell it publicly, but that is a fact. We judge everyone. So this tendency we have. So we will also have a tendency to judge our Guru. So the scripture is warning, don't judge your Guru. Isn't it? Suppose the Guru is falling sick, then how will you feel? You went to Guru Maharaj and you prayed, Guru Maharaj, I am sick. Please pray for me. And the next day, you are hearing that Guru Maharaj is sick. So how will you feel? How will you feel? You are sick. You went to your Guru Maharaj and you said, Guru Maharaj, please pray for me. I am sick. Next day, you hear that Guru Maharaj did not come for class because he himself is sick. So how will you feel? How will you understand this? Then what is the use of requesting Guru Maharaj to pray for us? He himself is. So Guru Maharaj is an ordinary person. He will also fall sick. Yeah. So we should understand that when we say Guru, we are referring to the Guru's, not Guru's body. Guru's body will undergo all the problems that a body will undergo in a material world. Isn't it? He will also grow old. He will also get disease. He will also one day leave his body. It will all happen because the Guru is coming to this earth. He is accepting a normal body. isn't it? So all these things will happen. So we don't have to judge our Guru with the condition of the body. The body will undergo all the changes. So don't judge your Guru with the body. That is one important thing. Okay. And that's why we are saying don't consider him as an ordinary person. We may judge that, okay, he is also falling sick. So he is an ordinary person. No, he's not an ordinary person. Then he's saying, don't envy him. Don't be envious of your Guru. The scripture is warning. Is it possible to become envious of our own Guru? Is it possible? We think it is impossible, isn't it? How can I become envious of my Guru? I cannot be envious of my Guru. But is it possible means it is possible. That is why the scripture is giving you a warning. It is possible. It is possible. There is a scriptural sentence which says that don't stay alone, even with your mother or sister. There is a scriptural injunction. Don't stay alone if you are grown up, even with your mother or sister. So, why the scripture is giving that injunction? Because a dirty mentality can come, Maya can attack. So, you have to be very careful, isn't it? Anything can happen in this material world. So, you have to be very careful. So, we can also become envious of Guru. When means when you are a very senior devotee, maybe when you are a newcomer, you may not be envious. But when you are a very senior devotee, when everybody respects you, when everybody gives you an asan, when everybody gives you a garland, respect, special prasadam and everything, and one day your Guru Maharaj comes and nobody cares for you, and everybody is going behind the Guru Maharaj, the asan is given to Guru Maharaj, the garland is given to Guru Maharaj, the appreciation is given to Guru Maharaj, the special prasadam is also given to Guru Maharaj. Even nobody said Hare Krishna to you. How you will feel? How you will feel? There is a chance that during that time you will feel envious about your Guru Maharaj. So everything is possible. So the scripture is giving you a warning. Don't be envious of your Guru Maharaj. Don't disrespect your Guru Maharaj. Don't consider your Guru as an ordinary person. Okay. So earlier the scripture said that Guru is as good as God. For a disciple, Guru is as good as God. You should respect him like God. Now we know that God is perfect. There is a Upanishad prayer. Om Purnamada Purnamadam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. So what it says, everything is Purnam, isn't it? Why? Because it is coming from Purna. Krishna is Purna, so whatever Krishna creates is also Purna. So if Krishna is Purna and we have to see our Guru equal to Krishna, then is our Guru also Purna? Is he perfect? Krishna is perfect, no doubt about that. He is Achyuta. He never makes any mistakes. He never falls down. So is our Guru also perfect? Or can we say that our Guru can never make mistake? If you listen to Srila Prabhupada's English lectures, sometimes he makes grammatical mistakes. So is our Guru perfect? Krishna will not make grammatical mistakes. But our Guru made a grammatical mistake. So is our Guru perfect? How? Huh? He is teaching about the Supreme Lord. So he is perfect. His intention is good. So he is perfect. Okay, he is teaching a perfect content to us. Okay, can you explain it? What is the right word for it?
He is coming to Guru Parampara.
See, suppose you meet a dancer. She's an excellent dancer. Okay. And she got an award for her dancing skills. Everybody says she's an excellent dancer. And then you go to the dancer and say, do you know frog jumping? Do you know frog jumping? And the dancer says, I don't know frog jumping. Then you are not perfect. You don't know frog jump? I can frog jump. Do you know Kutikarna? You know what is Kutikarna? Balti. Do you know how to do Balti? She said, I don't know how to do it. Then you are not perfect. Is it okay? Is it okay? Why? She's a dancer. Her perfection is in dancing, not doing Balti. That may be our perfection. She is perfect as a dancer. Isn't it? Similarly, our Guru Maharaj's duty is to give us spiritual knowledge. Is he perfect in that? So he is perfect. He is perfect as a guru. Don't judge him, on the parameters of his English pronunciation good. Prabhupada's English pronunciation is not exactly like a British pronunciation. Isn't it? His pronunciation is not correct. He may make grammatical mistake, but that is not the duty of a guru. The duty of a guru is to give you spiritual knowledge. Is he perfect? Yes, he is perfect. Prabhupada is comparing a guru to a postman. Someone is writing a letter and the postman is taking that letter and he is delivering to the right address. So is the postman perfect? He is perfect. But he may not be expert in cooking. He may not be an expert dancer. He may not be a karate master. But as a postman, he is perfect. So similarly, Guru is also perfect because he is delivering us the perfect spiritual knowledge. So this is how you have to understand the perfection of a spiritual master. Right? Okay. Now, the next question is, can an uneducated person become a guru? Can a person from a low caste become a guru? Can a non-Indian who is born in a foreign country become a guru? How? Yeah, because he is not judged using his external parameters, whether he is an Indian, whether he is a high caste fellow, all this, whether he is educated, all these are not the qualification of a guru. The qualification of a guru is he delivering the spiritual knowledge as it is? As it is. All our Bhagavad Gitas will have one phrase. Our Bhagavad Gita will not be Srimad Bhagavad Gita. It will always say as it is. Why that as it is? As it is exactly delivered. Nothing is added, nothing is deleted. So if a guru is capable of doing that, then you don't have to worry about his educational qualification, his birth, his color, creed, nothing you have to worry. So anybody can become a guru if he is able to deliver the message as it is, without addition or deletion. Okay, so that is why if you see the Guru Parampara, there are two kinds of gurus. One kind of gurus, they are like special souls. For example, Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya is not an ordinary soul. Who is he actually? He is Swayam Lakshmana, Ananta. Okay. Madhvacharya. Is he an ordinary soul? No. He is Swayam Vayudeva. Isn't it? So there are some gurus who are exalted people. But that doesn't mean that only exalted people can become a guru. Even an ordinary person can become guru. For example, Valmiki. He is an ordinary person. He is not even an ordinary person. He was a very sinful person. But he also became a guru, isn't it? So anybody can become a guru. The main qualification, we'll talk about other qualifications, but the main qualification is if he is capable of delivering the spiritual message as it is, then anybody can become a guru. So why we are learning this? We should not judge. Some people think that only Indians can become gurus. Foreigners cannot become gurus. Only Brahmanas can become gurus. Shudras cannot become gurus. That's all not correct. Anybody can become a guru. The most important qualification is you should be able to deliver the message as it is. Okay? Right. Now it's already 8:30. Maybe we'll stop here. And if you have any questions on whatever we discussed till now, you are free to ask now. See, this is a wonderful opportunity to clear all your doubts. Don't take it as a Bhagavatam class. This is going to be more interactive. So please open up. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask your questions. Yes, Prabhu, you have a mic for questions? 1 minute, he'll give you a mic. Hare Krishna.
In some sastra tells, Guru only come to us.
Okay, if I understood your question correct, you are asking, in some places, in some scriptures, it is mentioned that the Guru will come in search of you. In some other places, it is mentioned that a disciple should go and search out a guru. Which is correct? Is that your question? Okay. Did you understand that question? So there are two statements. One is they are saying a guru will come and search you and find you out. Another statement is saying you have to go and find out your guru. So which is correct? See, it depends on the kind of disciple. See, suppose you found out a guru in this life. Okay, you are a normal person. You searched out a guru in this life. You got the guru. You accepted him as a guru, and he accepted you as your disciple. But unfortunately, you were not able to follow his instructions fully, and you were not able to go back to Godhead in this lifetime. Okay, then what will happen? You will be born again. But in the next birth, you may not remember that you had a guru. You stopped things in between. You were unsuccessful in completely following his instructions. All these things you don't know. Then what the guru will do? He will come and search you out. In the first birth, what you did? You went and searched out the guru. But in the second birth, the guru will come and search you. So it depends on your situation. But normally, it is the duty of the disciple to go and find out a guru. Because who is having that need? The need is guru's or ours? Ours. So we have to take the effort and find out the guru. Is that clear? Is that clear? Yes. Hare Krishna.
We spoke about this qualifications to go to order to Buddha. So basically, like, we said that should be there. So sometimes you have the desire also, right? Like when you take my parents also, is it a right desire or it's a wrong desire? Because we don't have a family into this devotion practice and everything. So how is that we need to like, what is it?
Should we have the desire to take our loved ones to Godhead? Okay. So did you understand our question? See, we were saying that we should not have any material desires. If we are having materialistic desires, then we cannot go back to Golok Dham, because there they don't have any materialistic desires. But you should carefully understand that they don't have any material desires. It is not that they don't have any desires at all. That is a wrong understanding. Sometimes people think that when you come to spiritual life, you should leave all your desires. It is wrong. Scriptures are saying only you should leave material desires. If you leave all desire, then you will become a vegetable. What? Nothing. Then you cannot serve Vaishnavas. You cannot come to satsang. You cannot take prasadam. You cannot do arati. You cannot chant because you don't have any desire. No desire at all. Zero. No. So when we say you should leave your desires, it means you should leave your material desires. A desire to take another soul back to Godhead, is it a material desire or a spiritual desire? So we should have lot of spiritual desires. In the place of material desires, we bring up lot of spiritual desires, because to desire is the natural tendency of the soul. That is why we want to do seva. You know, we want to serve Krishna. That we want to serve Krishna, isn't it? I would like to serve Krishna. So that is a desire, but it is a spiritual desire. So we should actually desire to take our loved ones to Godhead. But a better, more exponential desire is we should desire to take everyone back to God. That is a still higher desire. Here, a tinge of selfishness is there. I want to take my parents to God. I want to take my husband to God. You know? It's good. It's very good. But Acharyas don't think that way. Prabhupada thinks like what? He wants his desires are so expansive. He thinks Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. In Malayalam, we say Lokame Taravadu. So when our vistas expand as a devotee, we will see everyone as a soul who is eligible to go back to Godhead, who should be taken back to Godhead. That's why we study the life of Ranti Deva in Bhagavatam, isn't it? What is the desire of Ranti Deva? What he says, I am ready to take the sins of all the living entities. Let me suffer. Let them all go back to God. So that is a better desire, but we can start off with this desire. Because why it is good means we have to use everything in Krishna's service. So we have an attachment towards our loved ones. Okay, use that in Krishna's service. Use that attachment to pray for them. Use that attachment to preach to them. Use that attachment to feed them prasadam. Use that attachment to forgive them. Use that attachment to be patient with them. All these things are required to take them back to God, isn't it? Sometimes we think that simply by prayers, our loved ones will become devotees. That is also important. But more important than that is your patience with your loved ones. I told my husband hundreds of times. He's not at all listening. Now I have left him. Let him go to hell. This is not good. That means you are not patient, isn't it? So you show your love and attachment through your patience. How many years you are asking your husband to come to satsang? 5 years. Go ahead, continue this. One day he will. It's already 5 years, Prabhu. When he will come, let him come. You don't lose hope. You keep on preaching to him. You keep on feeding him prasadam. One day he will come, for sure. Right? Got the answer? That true.
No, it's not a question actually. Just to go back to the first question from Mataji. My perception of whether we chose the Guru or Guru chose us, right? When this center was formed, we already had the choice in our hands. Everyone was practically, they had a choice whether to go back to Kerala because of the distance, because of the maybe the relationship we had with the other Gurus there, multiple Gurus were there. We also had the choice to make whether we come to Vedari Prabhu or to Paramanand Prabhu or Anupam Prabhu. We had the choice, but ultimately we know what is the decision made by all these people. If we have not made that choice to follow this particular group, I don't think there was a Medavali center existing, and we will not have so many people attending the class 3 years. So it is us we chose the group. That's my perception.
Yeah, that's correct. That's what I said. In the beginning, we choose the Guru, but later on, they will come in search of. Like you chose them, no? Paramananda Prabhu, Anupam Prabhu. But suppose you stop coming to satsang after some time. Then what
It's
those?
not only for satsang, even for classes, if you
No.
want in the morning, you will call.
So then.
Will call at 5:30.
Yes. So in the first instance, you went behind them. But when you stop, all these people will come behind you. That is the problem with these people. So first you choose the Guru, then the Guru will choose. Yeah.
So let's say I have taken a road, but by mistake, I mean, I'm not able to go back to what happened. But unless my goal has already reached. So what is my situation in this time? Whether I have to, since you said that the relation with the Guru is not just on this side, it will be a relation. So my Guru already used to do that. He is not already on this side. But I am still here. So what is the association of this?
Okay. So Guru has come here not to do away with his karma and go back to Godhead. He is a empowered soul. That's why he becomes a Guru. Maybe he takes up the role of a normal human being for some time, but he is definitely empowered. The moment he is empowered, his seat in Golaka is reserved. So he doesn't worry whether he will go back to Godhead or not. His seat is there. But then, suppose the disciple doesn't go back in this lifetime. The Guru already went back. You know, the thing is, all these Gurus, say for example, when we talk about Prabhupada, when we glorify Prabhupada during his Vyasa Puja, what the senior Prabhupada disciples say is, Prabhupada, I know for sure that now you are not in Goloka Vrindavana. You are in some other planet preaching to conditional souls like us. So we have a desire that when we leave our body, we would again like to come to you and assist you in your preaching service. So the Guru is so magnanimous. He is not happy and satisfied going back to Godhead and serving the Lord. He is always anxious about his disciples. He wants to pull back everyone back to Godhead. Till the last person is not getting back to Goloka Vrindavana, he keeps shuttling. He has got a season ticket between Goloka Vrindavana and the. You know, if you study Srila Prabhupada's life history, Prabhupada was well situated in Vrindavan. He already took sannyasa diksha. He was chanting Harinam. He would definitely go back to Godhead. When he expressed his desire to go to foreign countries, to Western countries and preach, everybody said, Swamiji, you are well situated. You chant your japa here. You are in the topmost holy dham. Why do you want to take risk in this ripe age? But Prabhupada said, no. I am anxious to take all the conditioned souls back to Godhead. When I went to Shantipur, have you been to Shantipur, any one of you in Mayapur? No. There is a temple of Advaita Acharya. So once the pujari of that temple, long back, it's so many years back, now that pujari is no more. He was coming and telling us that your Acharya, no, Prabhupada, I knew him. How I met him was, in those days, there was not a big crowd here. So I used to see him that one Swamiji is coming and sitting in front of the deity and crying. So I watched him, why this Swamiji is crying. Then I went and asked him, why do you cry? Then I thought maybe he doesn't have an ashram, maybe he doesn't have food, clothing. So I thought I will help him, with some clothing or food or money. But then he said, I am crying because my Guru Maharaj asked me to go to the Western world and preach the message of Godhead, but I am not able to do so. I am trying to seek help, but nobody is helping me. So I am failing in my mission. So I can't tolerate this, and he was crying. So this is the magnanimity and compassion of an Acharya. So the Guru keeps on coming back till the disciples are all back to God. That is why when Vilvamangala Swamiyar went to that prostitute's house, it's a big story. He climbed on top of a crocodile, he crossed a flooded river, then he mistook a python for a rock, and then he reached the house, that heavy rain in the middle of the night, to the prostitute's house. And the prostitute opened the door and she was surprised. How come you crossed the flooded river in the middle of the night? Then he said, I don't know, somehow I came because I wanted to come to you. Then she said, she gave one statement. If the kind of sincerity and eagerness that you showed towards me, even 1% if you had showed towards Krishna, you would have reached great heights. One sentence she told. Then and there, Vilvamangala Swamiyar left that place and took to spiritual. So who can a prostitute speak like this? Will any prostitute speak like this? The prostitute should have been happy because she got a customer in the middle of the night. No business today because it is raining. And will she talk like this to the only customer who has come to her? No prostitute will do that. But how did she come up with this statement? How? The Guru spoke through her. This person's Guru spoke through her. So Guru can come to you in umpteen number of ways. He may not come to you in the form of Guru. He may come through so many different people. But somehow he will make sure that you are pulled back to Guru. So that is the mercy of. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So I think we'll have Prashadam now. Prashadam is ready. And I wanted to check whether 6:30 is the right time because today we started at 7. Many people who came early waited. So I don't know whether 6:30 is the right time. You have to see.
So actually, if you want to go early, please better come by 6 so we can leave by early by 8:30 or 9 o'clock. So is it okay for all of you? So now it's already 9 o'clock. So by the time we take our dinner, it will be 9:30. So better you all come as early as possible. So by 6:30 actually Prabhu was here. So only 5 to 10 members are here. So to take more advantage of it, we have to be here by 6:30. 6:20, 6:25 should be there. So otherwise Prabhu will sharply begin his class by 6:30. So we are the losers. Hare Krishna. So 6:30కి Prabhu